Hello, this is episode 3 of the Questionable Podcast. Today we are going to be discussing Overwatch characters. And I have my co-host today with me, Mason. How you doing, Mason?
I'm alright, man.
Alright. So we got every single character up to Malga, or as I like to call Maui.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Basically Maui.
They did very poor editing with this one, because that's basically just a copy and paste of Maui minus the fishhook.
Yeah, exactly. So we are going to do we're gonna do a tier list of all of the characters in Overwatch 2, and this is our ranking system. So we have meta, which is basically kind of just like the top tier characters, the ones that probably need buffed, and they are terrible. They're not fun to face against. There's just no way around them, and you just end up dying a lot. Then we have solid, challenging, needs buff, or rework. Something needs to be done to them to make them better or for worse. Stuff like that.
This is going to be really interesting, because you actually know most of the characters. I've played very few.
As a person who has played Overwatch 1, and I think played maybe since like 2017, I know quite a few of the characters and how they've changed and evolved since. So this is definitely going to be interesting. This is my list. This is Mason's.
I feel like mine is going to be based off of like most of the newbie characters and like which ones are like really easy to use.
Yeah.
Versus ones that actually like all the ones that probably take like a lot of skill like Hanzo are going to be in the garbage.
Fair. I mean that's fair. I wanted to try to get my bias out of this because like obviously I have a lot of my main characters that I love to play as, so I was going to think like they're meta, they're amazing, and it was like they may need a buff. I think they're so good.
I fully am gonna just say like mine is gonna be what a casual fan base would look like, and you are gonna be what a sweat would look like.
So I want to like instead of going from top to bottom, I want to go from tank, DPS to support.
You just want to pick like the first tank you see, like
yeah. So basically, the first one here, D.Va. Okay, D.Va is my main. She's my number one main on tank. I have a lot of mains on tank. For me, I think she's a very solid character.
It's amazing you say that you're solid tank, but yet you're suck ass at tank.
I am good at tank. What do you mean? I'm 5'4" in tank. I know that's not good for a lot of people that are like in Master and Grandmaster and top 500, but I think I'm solid with her.
Yeah.
But yeah, so, she has the boosters, she has the rockets, and she has her projectile.
I would put
so like she has each thing that she has something for mobility, something for attack, something for defense, and then she's very versatile, especially with her ult, and like can throw it many different ways. Yeah. You can just like pop it up on the payload, or you can like charge it in. Like she's very versatile in how she plays, and I think that works well in her favor.
But, oh no, I agree. I would 100% put D.Va in solid.
Solid.
As like she's an easy character to pick up and play if you don't know what you're doing. And you can still do pretty well, but at the same time, like you can really see the difference between someone who can casually play D.Va like me, and versus someone who actually mains D.Va like you. Where like I'll probably get maybe 3,000-4,000 damage in a match. You'll probably go off for like 9,000 to 10,000 minimum.
Yeah, I mean like. Yes, and something I just thought of too is where like with D.Va and with her ult, like if you throw her ult and you don't get anyone, you can still have a chance to get someone while you're getting your ult back, and you can just slam people with it too, going with like an extra kill.
That is the most frustrating thing.
That is frustrating to die from, but it's so satisfying to kill someone with it because it's hilarious. Yeah. But yeah, she's a very good character. I just like her kit. Her kit is very nice, and she's just all around good. Next is Reinhardt. Now Reinhardt, it's probably he's a slow character. He's supposed to be a slow character. I would say
I just think that
I don't want to say he's challenging.
No, I mean
I would say I would put him in solid too. He's also another one of my mains.
I feel like challenging is like has such a negative connotation on our
list.
Like even like I think that if you're a good Rein, it shows, and when you suck ass, it shows. But I feel like Rein is a very simple purpose. It's stand in the way, absorb shots, and mainly just be the big literal shield for your entire fucking team.
And like definitely if you have something like a Bastion or like if you have
I think
McCree or
I think he's even better for Reaper because you're out there soaking up all the bullets while he just sneaks around behind.
He sneaks around behind, which definitely we're gonna talk about that later. I think definitely he's like very solid on the terms of that because he has again his charge. He has a fire shot, which the fire shot is also I would say it could be on the challenging side because definitely it could be hard to hit those shots sometimes. But it really comes into your favor when you hit one, especially on a tracer, because it does 100 damage.
Yeah.
And as the recording of this video, it could change, but stuff like that. Yeah, and also like his shield also like makes him like very different about all the other characters. I know some of them already have shields. Like we have Zarya with the bubble, and we have Brig with
her
own shield. But I think definitely like with his own shield, and it has been changing for the past couple of years on how much health it has. I think I like where it is. I think it's like 1500. So like, I don't think it needs to be bigger because
I feel like the only downside for being Rhine is that you're so slow.
Mm-hmm.
It is nearly impossible to have any like super clutch moments.
Yeah.
You're gonna always be lagging behind, and to be honest, if you don't have at least one healer on you at all times, you are just going to immediately be sprayed and fucked in the ass.
So where would you put him?
I feel like there's a really good argument for him either needing a buff or needing a rework.
Okay.
But I'd still put him in solid because that's who I use most of the time.
It's like, you brought up rework. What would you think would be changed? Like, what would you add to him?
I think with the way that Overwatch is now, with almost every single tank having some form of mobility that can get them to and from the engagement really quickly, I think it would be better maybe to lessen the shield and maybe just make him a little bit lighter, make him a little bit more maneuverable.
Okay.
Because I feel like everything involving Overwatch now is just go faster, go faster, go faster. Like Maui has his charge. Orisa isn't even that freaking slow.
Yeah.
Roadhog isn't that slow. Like Diva can fly around, which I wonder how she's not been turned into more of a DPS.
Yeah.
Winston can fucking do that super jump bullshit. Like, most tanks now are a lot more mobile than Rhine. The only way Rhine's getting anywhere is with that rocket boost at the very beginning.
Yeah.
But, like, it takes too long to recharge, in my opinion, and it is so difficult to maneuver with that rocket charge, and it doesn't do enough damage when you actually land.
That's true. I think too, like, I mean, also from them changing the charge, because in Overwatch 1, like, you couldn't cancel the charge. You had to, like, keep going else you hit a wall or you hit someone. Which, that I think definitely, like, going from 1 to 2 with that change is definitely a lot better. I think that made him more of a person to stay alive and stay with the team.
Yeah, I just personally think that, like, don't get me wrong, solid character, there is an argument for a rework.
Okay. Next, we got Roadhog. So Roadhog has already had a rework recently. They changed up everything. So he still has his hook.
I have not played him since the rework.
He has his healing still, but it's different. It charges up like how much you can get from healing, and also he has like some sort of mine now. I don't think there's anything else. His ult hasn't changed. I think I don't want to say he's meta. He definitely was meta probably pre-rework.
I would put him...
I would probably put him in challenging on the terms of, like, it's the same thing and stuff with Ryan. He doesn't have anything for mobility, really.
No. But for some reason, he seems a lot faster than Ryan.
Yeah, he's probably faster than Ryan. And also, that hook is ridiculous. I don't think it should have that, like, length that it does, but it's, like, it feels like it's, like, 20 meters. That you can literally just grab someone from one side of the map to the other side and you just kill them instantly. And it's definitely just grab, bring back, shoot, and then stab, and you kill someone. Like, it's just annoying and it's frustrating.
Roadhog is the most irritating, by far the most irritating tank to go up against. Maybe besides Sigma.
I got 2 on my list that can beat him out and frustrating to go up against, especially now. I never want to go up against
a Roadhog.
Yes.
I just find it so irritating because he has that self heal. I honestly feel like that self heal was never necessary to begin with because he had, I think, honestly, more health than Ryan at the beginning.
I think he's 700.
He had way more health, and he was more mobile than Ryan. And yet, for some reason, they were like, "Oh yeah, we'll give him. He needs healing on top of that, like self healing." I'm like, that is no.
It's like he's always had self healing, so like that's just big.
I would put him still at meta.
You gotta put him meta.
Yeah, because
I can agree with that.
I think that like with when all else fails, it's kind of like when all else fails, people start pulling out like Bastion. Like people will go to Roadhog if they're good at Roadhog. I feel like Roadhog definitely has a learning curve to him, where like I've used him, and if you don't hit those chain shots, you're fucked.
And something that I just thought of is that at least like from my perspective, you see characters like Diva and Ryan, they have a clear person that is a counter to them. Like for Diva, it's Zarya. For Ryan, it's Diva. But and for
Roadhog, there is none.
Zarya, it's Ryan.
Yeah.
But Roadhog, he doesn't really have a specific person that you can get to go up against. To take care of him. Easily. Yeah. Maybe like you could make a case for Winston or Wonton, as I like to call him. But you could make a case for Wonton because he's so versatile. But definitely that hook gets you every time.
You either need someone that can deal more damage to that, or you need someone who can absorb more shots. And to be honest, there's just no character. You literally have to focus almost your entire team on Roadhog if you're even going to stand a minuscule of a chance.
Alright. Next tank is Wonton. Now, Wonton has a special place in my heart. I love playing as Wonton. He's also another one of my mains of the group because tank is my favorite one to play. I'm going to say...
I know where I'm putting him. I don't know.
Okay. I'm gonna put him in challenge. I think he's definitely more challenging than Roadhog because I feel like at least with him, you have to like be on someone all the time to get a kill. So I think his Tesla gun. I think it's the Tesla gun.
Yeah.
It needs to do just a little more damage. But other than that, like he's a very good versatile character. He can't really go up much against tanks, but he can definitely take out the back line, especially with the healers and the small DPS. And then you guys can just circle in, which that's like his really thing. But like with all these other tanks that we have up on this list, and some others that we're gonna get to, that these tanks can take care of other tanks. Wonton can't really do that. So like definitely he's not a person to go up tank on tank combat. He's basically everyone else other than tank. Fighter.
Which I feel like kind of defeats the purpose of being a tank.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, but he does do good on defense, as in, like, he can just stay back and just keep going back and forth, just keep shooting, keep using his secondary fire, too.
Yeah, I think he
just give that little itty-bitty damage.
He has such good mobility, too.
Yeah, he's got a lot of good mobility. He's got the jump, he's got the barrier, and he's also just a great character. I think he's overall pretty solid character, but I think definitely... an increase in damage would be a little nice. Just not a huge one. Maybe just like, I don't know, let's say, how much is it? Like, 5, let's just say. Maybe just like 6.
I have absolutely no idea. I'm going to be...
let's say, for example, whatever it is, just 1.
I would put him at needs buff.
Needs buff.
I just feel like for all the things you listed as him being challenging is just like...
Yeah.
He's DPS in a tank's body because, like, his whole point... You basically make him sound like he's Reaper, but like, why is it that Reaper can do his job way better?
Yeah, Reaper's the tank killer. Yeah.
Yeah, and yet like Reaper has significantly less health, but does significantly more damage.
Yeah.
Than a tank that has, I think, one of the lowest, if not like the middle of the pack health.
Yeah.
For DPS or not for DPS for a tank, but yet doesn't do the damage of a tank.
Yeah, it's like he's kind of like Doomfist in a way. He's a dive tank, but basically he just like is a person that just can go in and out, in and out, in and out. Next, we're Zarya. Zarya is also another one of the ones I use as a main character, so I'm going to put her. I would say she's definitely middle of the pack, solid in between Diva and Ryan for me, because Zarya, I like how she can use her bubbles. I love how you can like manipulate the bubbles in a way. You can put them on yourself. You can put them on teammates. You can definitely take out people like Diva very quickly. You can take Sigma very quickly. You can take Orisa. You can basically take out almost every single tank except for Maui. We're gonna get to Maui later, but definitely she's a very like solid character, middle of the pack. Like she can basically do almost anything, but she is a little bit on the slow side. But yeah.
I mean, you're making up some pretty good points. I would put her more in challenging because I feel like a casual player would not be able to optimize her very well.
Definitely, she's not for the casual audience.
No, she is very much like if kind of.
Yeah,
I know I bring it up a lot, but there are a lot of characters that are very noob friendly, and I appreciate that greatly because I myself am casual and have no intention in playing Overwatch for more than like 2-3 days in a row.
Yeah.
Like, but you can really tell that someone knows you. It's very black and white. You either know how to use Zarya or you don't. And I don't, which is why I never use her. But I know that when you figure her out and you actually use the bubbles to your advantage, like it becomes very clear that it's gonna change the tide.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I agree with all that stuff too, and definitely also like I didn't even bring this part up with her ult. Her ult is so good on the terms of how many people that she can link up with this ult. She can work Bastion, McCree, Genji, Hanzo, Junkrat. She can almost link up with every single person in the DPS category, or even maybe in the support category to some degree, to make an insane play.
I honestly feel like that's kind of a nick against her, though. Like, she's a very teamwork-oriented player.
And definitely thinking about Overwatch. Overwatch is a very team-oriented game, which definitely you're going to need the trust of your teammates.
Yeah, trust the teammates, huh?
Yeah, you have to. You basically, if you're not playing with your friends, you have to trust other people. It'd be like, hey, I'm throwing this. Like, get ready.
Motherfucker, I play with you, and I don't even trust you.
Fair.
And I don't want to hear it. Why is it that all day yesterday I'm sitting alone on the point?
You're a Panda Princess.
Fucking piece of shit.
Next, we have Orisa. Okay, Orisa actually just got a new buff recently.
Horse fucker.
She has no damage fall off, so definitely she's gonna be meta.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. I mean, like, I don't want to put bias into this, but I mean, she is gonna be one of the top players. Like, she has been, and she's been maintaining very well consistency.
I've seen...
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, I've really only seen, like, 4 tanks really being used recently, and it's Orisa, Roadhog, Maui, and Zarya.
That's really it. And, I mean, you can use Zarya to counter her, but it's really the only person you got, unless you're just spamming your guns with Diva, or you're basically just staying in the back with Ryan and just kind of like waiting for her to die, really.
Orisa is the most annoying tank to go up against besides Roadhog.
She's got like that little like immortality kind of thing where like she can keep herself alive.
Yeah.
And then she's got the javelin. Javelin is so annoying.
There's nothing more disappointing there's nothing more shocking than getting hit with a fucking javelin out of nowhere. Maybe besides getting your head taken off by a widow.
And then also getting pushed off the map by the spin.
That's just annoying because there's no way around it.
There's no way around it. It's yeah, and then also like now she has no damage fall off.
Yeah, it's not something I want to deal with.
Are you putting her meta?
Yeah. I put her above Roadhog.
Above Roadhog?
Yeah.
I definitely agree in 100%. Especially how it has been
recently, yeah.
Very recently. I mean, there is ways to kill her. It's just that
it's annoying.
It's annoying to kill her,
and especially if you have someone who only plays Orisa. Like that is their main. Like it is a nightmare to deal with.
Next, Doomfist.
That's not a tank.
Yeah, I mean, like it started off as a DPS.
I really feel like he should have stayed in DPS. I truly do.
I would think they probably should have just kept him in DPS.
I feel like his rework ruined him.
I mean, like, I guess, like, yeah, his rework into the tank category. I mean, he felt like he looks like a tank.
Yeah, he looks like a tank, but he doesn't
Exactly.
play like a tank at all.
He's like Winston, where like he's a dive character,
Yeah.
but I think it also just works to his disadvantage, especially when there's so many people around.
Yeah,
I would say he maybe needs a slight buff.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like I mean, he can fist people. Pause.
Hey, what?
He literally fists people. But yeah, I mean, he can like fist people off the map. He could use his like deflect. I know they changed it too, so he gains like overshield for it too, which is also a good factor. But still, it's just a lot of things just don't work in his favor.
I really think he just needs to get reworked.
I think just full on rework.
Yeah, like I'm sorry, there's just nothing more I can really say. He is exactly what I bitched about with Winston, where you want a tank, cool, make a tank. I don't care if he's slow, cumbersome, but like if you're gonna make him super, like he had like one of the lowest health in the tank. I think he was the lowest.
I think he still is probably.
Yeah, I think he still is. It's either him or Junker Queen. But no, Junker Queen actually got a pretty good health buff. But,
Yeah, Junker Queen actually has been a lot better since that one patch.
yeah, but like again, you have a tank that has almost the same amount of health as a DPS, doesn't do as much damage as he used to.
Yeah.
And is not as mobile as he used to. So, but he's still super mobile for a tank, but he's not super mobile for DPS. You just made a hybrid, but you want to call it a tank.
Yeah, I would say definitely he's been lacking in that category.
Like, I would rather his fist like hit like a Mack truck instead of it like tickling me for only like half my health. As DPS.
And then like also like the stun too is annoying, especially because he can just keep comboing you.
I feel like his ult is also super underwhelming.
Yeah, I mean they made it so like you gain extra overshield from it, which is nice, but like it still doesn't do much.
I think the only thing that he's useful for is his block, but his block only blocks for him.
Yeah.
So like.
So yeah, I mean also he's not like really like a tank in terms of like actually helping support the other team, like the whole team. Like we have people like we have Ryan with the shield. We have Devo even with the deflect. Like she can deflect Alari's ult.
Zarya is a fucking team
and
player.
Zarya's a team player. Even we have Winston as a team player. We have Orisa as a team player.
Even Roadhog's a fucking team player.
Yeah, like he can help out in big team fights, especially when he's going toe to toe against like every other like little person.
Yeah, exactly.
Just smack him up. But yeah.
Fuck you, Doomfist.
Next we have. Do I need to say more?
I won't even lie. I full on forgot that he was even.
Do I need to say anything about it? Do I need to put an explanation on it?
I mean, you don't have to. I mean, I'm gonna put it for mine because.
I mean, after you, are you putting me?
Honestly, it's between that or needs buff for me. I think I'm gonna put him at needs a rework because it is the most annoying thing to deal with during. When you're on offense, there's nothing worse than the fucking ball, or when you're trying to capture a point, because then you have that overtime thing. And they just slide onto the point for 2 seconds to keep it going. It is the most annoying thing possible.
He gains an increase of health up to like 750 or something like that, even though his health is at 700. He just spins in a circle around for endless amounts of time, and no one can shoot him.
Yeah.
He does that stupid ball slam every single time too, and it just does a little bit of damage every now and then. It's stupid. I would say probably the things that would need to be changed to him is that like he can't just circle around like that so much. I know he's supposed to be very versatile, but like it's just ridiculous how they made him, and just he's like a Lucio but on tank. He's like a Lucio but on tank.
He's just annoying.
It's just super annoying to deal with. It's not fun, and it sucks.
Yeah, he doesn't do that much damage either.
Next we have Sigma. Now Sigma I like. I don't main him at all. I don't do anything with him, but I think he's a solid character. Definitely he has his faults on the terms of like he can definitely be countered, which is the good thing. Like there's probably only 2 characters I can think of right now that cannot be countered in its entirety. Like you have to actually think outside the box. Same way, definitely you can be countered by Zarya every single day of the week. You can be countered by Ryan every single day of the week. Diva, you can even be countered by Diva, but Diva you just have to play really smart. But with Sigma, I just like how versatile his playset is. I like how it's done. The rock is very annoying, but it also like it's. I mean, if you hit it, it's super cool.
There's nothing funnier though than seeing your fucking healer run up to try and get that last little shot in and just get absolutely wrecked by rock.
Yeah, it's definitely annoying, and definitely like the stun is needed for that because it just works. Yeah, it's just it's
It's clear that you like a lot of tanks.
I mean, yeah, it's just like I'm a tank connoisseur. Let's say that. Oh, where do you put it? Solid.
I'd actually probably put him more towards challenging. Again, he's not very noob friendly.
That's fair. Yeah.
But like again, when you main him and you use him a lot, you really figure out how he works. Like I've seen the difference between me being a fucking Sigma versus like someone who actually plays the game.
Yes, I don't play Sigma, so
like I'd say he's solid, but he's not very noob friendly. He's challenging to really get to work.
His ult's also like really good too in the terms of like ulting with other people too.
It has such a wide radius.
Yeah, it's such a big radius too, which also like puts it to its effort. Next, Junker Queen. I started to like Junker Queen better now than on launch, because on launch he did terrible. When she came in, she barely did any damage. Nothing was really good.
Damage.
Okay, we addressed it. Okay. I would say definitely. I don't say she's meta.
Dude, I'm putting her in meta. I don't give a shit. That's my main.
I mean, she's good. Like, I guess like. I like how her skill set is.
She's very attack oriented though. Like her defense fucking sucks.
Yeah, definitely you can be countered by the Zarya in that regard.
Yeah, like basically anyone with a shield is her weakness.
It's like I'm losing like people like mad for like people that are like.
Yeah, just put her in really solid or challenging.
You can't really counter. She's not really challenging either.
Then put her in solid.
I like her better than Sigma.
She's meta for me.
She's meta.
Like I've played her since day one. I put her above Roadhog, but not above her real son.
Yeah, that's
like,
fair.
I feel like with her, the learning curve is not as rough, but like you can get really good really quick. I've had some pretty damn good games, and I fucking suck at the game.
Yeah, like Arissa. I mean, like not Arissa. Junker Queen is very good. I like her like skill set and what she brings to the table, especially with the bleeding effect.
The only downside I would say is the fact that she is not very team oriented.
She's not team oriented.
You can really just run off and do whatever, and as long as your team can pick up the slack that you clearly don't have, like you're gonna be fine.
I would say her ult is very team oriented. That's the other thing that's good with her, because like if you get everyone in that, you guys can all bomb rush.
I feel like her ult though is like super underwhelming because it doesn't kill anything immediately.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't kill immediately, but it's like and she's the bleeding effect. Also, it brings anti heal, which could also be deflected by Zuzu. So like, I mean, it's fair.
I feel like she's very balanced.
Yeah, she is a balanced character. Like I would say probably the. If we get done with the tanks, we're gonna say which ones are balanced. Next is we have
Ramatra is
Ramatra.
Not as meta as
Not as meta as he used to be, but he's still very, very good. Especially with his ult, and
he is very noob friendly.
Yeah,
too.
He's easy to use. I don't use him.
I haven't unlocked him yet.
Where would you put him?
I would put him in meta. I just think that he's
where in meta?
I'd still say above Roadhog and Junker Queen.
Sorry here.
Yeah. You still see a bunch of Ramatras around, and I mean, but the sad thing is, like most of the time they're not good. They're just annoying. That part is so annoying. That's
annoying, especially with again like Orisa being annoying. Like
punching.
What?
The punching, the fucking bullshit.
Yeah, it's like punching, and his other form that he has is worse than his normal form, which that is a big drawback. But she can still be he can still be countered, but again, like the Orisa, it's a little bit tough to counter.
Yeah.
And finally, the new character, Maui.
That's the top of meta. Everyone is using him. If you go into a lobby, someone is at minimum going to start using him, or they're going to end using him. Like, there's no in between. Like, there's a Maui that 9 times out of 10, if they're dominating a game, they'll be Maui the whole way. If they start off as Maui and they suck, they'll go to Orisa. But if they start out as like Orisa or a different type of tank that might actually take a little bit of skill to use, they immediately go to Maui.
I agree with all of that. It's just he is such a ridiculous character right now, especially with the fire effect and having that 300 fire mag. You want to call it mag?
Yeah.
But it's just ridiculous of how good he is right now.
Nice voice critical though.
Oh. Well.
They're mags. They're all mags.
They're all mags.
Anyway.
But it's like, yeah, how like big his ammo reserve is, and his fire effect. His ult's also insane because it can also provide everyone a good chance to also get kills. So he's a good team character as well.
Imagine that with just playing like quick play with like no roll queue. Like just imagine Maui with Azaria.
It's absolutely insane though.
That's
especially putting everyone together, trapping them, then killing them.
Yeah, that's
ridiculous.
Ugh.
Out of all these characters, which one would you think would be like
most balanced?
Yeah, most like let's think about like balancing.
I think it would be Junker Queen.
Junker Queen's the most balanced.
I feel like she has the most balance. She's not too difficult to learn. She's not like she's not super noob friendly. Her only downside is that she doesn't have a lot of defense, but she does require a decent amount of teamwork with her ult to actually be successful. And she can really just go out and get people. Like she will go out and fuck up anything, and she can go toe to toe with tanks too.
No, she can. Yeah, she can definitely go toe to toe with tanks. I'm gonna say D was the most balanced because of the things that have been changed to her in recent years. Also, I'm a little biased.
There's nothing wrong with that. That's the whole point of these lists.
But yeah, definitely. Like I love just how her skill set is, and she's definitely my number one main.
Just look at your tier list right now compared to mine, and we're only on tank. Like
that's a big amount of people here already.
Yeah. All right.
Next, we're going to DPS, which back in Overwatch 1, it was just attack and defense. It wasn't all one big unit. So it's just all DPS now. Doesn't really matter. Next, we go with Bastion. It's from Overwatch 1 to Overwatch 2. Bastion has gotten better.
Bastion was already pretty fucking meta from what I hear in Overwatch 1.
Overwatch 1, I would put him in meta because he was destructive. I would say he's solid right now. I would say he's more solid than these two. Because,
he's such a good...
Actually, do you want to, how do you want to, do this to us? Do you want to branch it off?
No, keep it going.
Or you just want to just all mesh it in?
Yeah, we're just meshing them all in.
Alright. Gotcha.
Don't get me wrong. I'm trying to incorporate some technical knowledge, but most of the time, I'm just doing it off the characters that I like and which ones that I find the most enjoyable.
I wasn't sure, if you wanted to blend it from, we do... This is all our tank thing, and this is all our DPS thing, and all our.
They're all together, so just put them all together.
Alright.
We'll know because I would prefer. I'm gonna put it to where Bastion's gonna be above. Bastion's meta for me, and I would put him above probably everyone except for Orisa. Yeah. So, you can't deny it. It is the most noob-friendly DPS, probably besides Soldier. Requires very little skill, and it's one purpose is shoot everything and ask questions later.
I also love the changes that they made from 1 to 2, from
being a sentry turret that doesn't move.
Yeah, and have a healing effect, which playing as Tracer, just threw my ult on him, and he can just stay healing, and he would survive from it. It was very annoying, so I like how they got rid of his healing. They just made him into a movable sentry turret, and then just added a grenade on. And then his ult is just basically bombard.
I just like it that when he dies, he falls apart like Lego bricks.
It's also fun.
Yeah.
But yeah. Next is McCree, or known as Cassidy now. I always say McCree still because that's just me. I would say he's very challenging to play.
Yeah.
I would say he's probably top of challenging.
Like, Dylan is one of the best with McCree.
He's very good with him.
But, like, I can't play him for shit.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot play McCree for shit.
Yeah, like he's so tough to play. You need so much like skill of the game and
skill, aim, patience. You need all of it for him.
You need placement too. Like you need the perfect place and time to just throw something.
Challenging. He's never
very challenging.
You see very few McCrees, and they're either god tier or they're dog shit. There's no in between.
That's true. What would you put?
Challenging. I just fucking said.
Top.
Yeah, I would put him above Zarya.
Next is Genji. Genji definitely is a very challenging character. I would say
Really?
I would say he's very challenging.
I mean, it's your opinion.
Where would you go?
You were going first, dickweed.
Alright. I'd say he's definitely a challenging character because I mean you're just like bouncing from place to place, which makes him tough to kill at some points. It depends on who you are, but I would say he's definitely
Now you're second guessing yourself.
I don't know.
Why are you second guessing yourself?
He's solid. I would say he's a solid character. I'm gonna have a lot of people on solid. It's basically just like a hey, I like these people category.
I think that he's challenging.
He's challenging, top of challenging, or
no? I'd put him below Zarya.
Maybe.
Like I can still use him, but I can't use him well. That's kind of
I can't. Like
I can play him, but I'm not gonna I think I played him once and had one solid game with him, and then after that I've never had a solid game with him since.
He's definitely like if you go up against one of them, like they could be either like meh or they're like amazing.
Yeah, like I feel like whenever I used him, I had one solid game. Only.
Yeah. Next, Hanzo. Now I really like Hanzo. I would say he's definitely hard to hit your shots with. So he's definitely on that McCree scale. I would say he's definitely a lot harder to hit your shots with Hanzo.
Because like with Hanzo, you got to pull back the string again. With McCree, you just got to pull the trigger.
And also, I missed the scatter arrow. It was so much better than what we have now. The scatter, basically the scatter arrow, like you would shoot it into a room and it would scatter all around in that room.
That was probably really annoying to deal with.
Yeah, I liked it.
I would put him below on challenging. Yeah, I just think that like McCree, here's the thing, you can get really lucky when you're Hanzo sometimes, especially with the ult that's literally just a straight line of just murder.
Yeah.
But like there is no way in hell that I'm ever going to be good at McCree. I've done decent with Hanzo. Decent with Hanzo.
Hanzo is definitely feasible.
Not as often as Genji, but like I've gone off with Hanzo.
Yeah.
And
it's definitely a lot harder to hit your shots with.
Yeah, and
it's super satisfying to get that headshot.
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness.
But like again with Hanzo, I feel like a lot of noobs play Hanzo just because like was one of the poster children of the original Overwatch.
Oh yeah, I mean definitely. I'm known as like the Hanzo master, even though I don't really play him much, but I'll take it. Yeah. Next is Junkrat. I've started to use Junkrat a lot more, and I've enjoyed playing him, especially because of all the explosions and fun, and also just his funny voice lines. So I would say definitely he's like right here for being solid. His kit's amazing. It makes him very movable, like especially with what's it called, like just with the mines. Like you can shoot him all over the place and you can just fly everywhere back and forth.
Yeah.
That the trap is very annoying if it's placed against you, but it's so funny when someone gets put into a trap when you're playing as a Junkrat. And then his ult's also amazing too because it can be applied to all the tank ults. It can be applied to like bunch of other ults together. Like it just works.
His ult is just 100% RCXD.
It's just amazing. Where'd you put him?
And solid.
Right?
Yeah. I think he's really solid. I think he's really clean to use. I feel like he is kind of limited sometimes with the fact that you gotta arc the explosion if you're doing distance. He is very much medium to short range, but short range you'll get yourself killed. So like you're gotta be really good with your lobs, or you got to be playing like capture the flag game mode.
Oh yeah.
Like you just because like there is nothing better than just being a Junkrat and just shooting at the point aimlessly and hoping you hit someone.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I can agree with that. Like just his like moveset and how like how you play as him, because you can play with him in many ways. Like I know like people play from up top. You can play down at like ground level, and just the mine can just after you like some guys low, you can just throw the mine for like an easy kill. Next we got May.
I don't want to talk about this character. I do not want to talk about this character.
May is definitely annoying to say the least. I would probably put her in meta.
I want to put her in rework just out of spite. Like she is such a pain.
Is she like where she's just middle,
I think
or
no bottom.
Bottom.
Like she is the only one I get actively pissed off at playing because she does one of two things. She either like bold charges you, she loses almost all her HP, and then she turns into a little ice block, and the moment you turn around, pops out, whips her dick out, and then it's just slaps the shit out of you with it.
She has that wall feature too.
Or she just constantly puts a wall in front of you, so you're constantly wasting an entire mag on a wall, reload, and then she claps your cheeks from behind.
And like, definitely she has that ult too that has a big, huge radius.
A radius, and then like, it's not like...
It's destructive.
Yeah, like, it's annoying, she pisses me off. I would love her to get reworked, not because I think that she's a bad character, but because I think that she is just annoying, and the fact that every single person in the fan base wants to clap her cheeks.
What would you change with what would you add to her to
get rid of that fucking iceberg ability? Like I'd be okay with like her throwing like a little cryo freeze grenade.
That'd be kind of cool.
I'd be okay with that.
Be like stunned.
Yeah, you just be stunned.
Be frozen.
Yeah, a lot like Ana, or Ana's like sleep.
Like a snow. Oh shit! There's like a snowball or something.
Yeah, like she just throws a snowball and it knocks you down or something like that.
Be sick.
But like, I would kill for that over what we have now because it just pisses me off.
Mm-hmm.
Like anytime I see an Ana, I'm like, okay, great. Here's a very toxic game. And the reason I didn't want to put her at meta is because like she is annoying as hell. Yeah. But I don't see her as often as I used to.
I don't see I see her like every now and then, but I see her as like a if you see someone using her, you know you're gonna be in like some trouble.
Yeah.
Kind of things like you're gonna have to deal with something. Next, Farah.
I'd honestly put buff.
She's buffed.
Yeah. I don't find her as annoying. I just feel like when I use her, she's very underwhelming. I don't think her explosive has a big enough blast radius.
Mm-hmm.
And on top of that, her fucking ult needs a buff.
That
needs.
That ult's like ridiculous.
The ult charges up ridiculously quick. I'll give it that.
Mm-hmm.
But like, she fucking sucks. Like, because she does no damage. You literally have to hit your shot. Like, my thing is, like, I get it. If you're a sniper, hit your shots. If you're using Hanzo, hit your shots. Why the fuck do I need to hit my shots with someone that shoots explosives?
That is true.
Like, it's an explosive. It should do more than a firecracker.
Yeah, definitely like with her, it's just that, like, it's just how annoying it takes to, like, hit her out of the sky. Especially if you have someone like Tracer or, like,
the only thing that makes her super annoying is when like you have a Mercy up her ass, and now you gotta shoot two things out of the sky.
Yeah, especially shoot the Mercy out of the way first.
Yeah, you gotta shoot the Mercy out of the way first because you're never gonna get that.
Next, we got Reaper. I'd say he's a meta. I would say definitely he is so good right now. He's as good as he should be. He's the tank killer. You can flank people, you can destroy people. That ult is fantastic in perfect moments. You can make it a very challenging game if you have a Reaper with you. And there's even ways to get out of that ult too, so he doesn't really need like nerfed in a way either.
No, I think that he's a pretty solid character.
Sometimes it is hard to kill him because he has that healing factor, but it's not really a factor unless...
I just hate the ghost thing.
Yeah, like, it gets annoying.
That's annoying, but it works with the character, so I'm not gonna bitch too much about it.
Yeah.
I put him in solid.
He's in solid. Bottom solid?
No, I put him above Junkrat.
Okay.
I just suck at using him.
Yeah.
So, but I know he is a very good character.
Oh yeah, he's definitely good.
I just need to get off my ass and actually use them.
Yeah. I also like his teleport. His teleport's nice too.
Yeah.
Especially getting out of sticky situations. All right, Soldier 76. I would say he's not really challenging because he's really new friendly. I just don't play him much.
I think he's just really solid.
I would say he's solid. I would say he's definitely like.
Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah.
I'd say he's right here for me.
He's very mobile.
Yeah, his moveset is good. I just when he got that buff to his damage, it was really unnecessary.
He's just the definition of a Call of Duty player in Overwatch. I mean, he even has a bot hack.
He doesn't have aim. That's literally his ult.
I put him at the top of solid.
That was so fun.
I just think that he's just a really solid character.
He is definitely a solid character. I would say
he has his strengths, he has his weaknesses, but like overall, solid.
Yeah, like there's not really much to say.
He even has self heal, so like he's good for teamwork.
He's got self heal. Yeah, he's got the rockets. The rockets do a butt ton of damage.
Yeah. I just see him as solid.
Yeah, and then he's got aimbot. Definitely helps out. Now we have Symmetra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking, I think that I hate her more than I hate May.
So would you put her?
Yeah, I put her at the bottom. Like,
I hate going up against her. I hate her all. I hate her turrets. I hate the beam. The beam is also made OP now.
Yeah.
They changed things with her recently, but they made her better from it. Like with some other person we're going to talk to later, they literally just took something that basically was going to make her at least decent, but they weren't going to make her OP anymore. They just made her better than she was before.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
If you're losing any point, just switch to her.
Yeah, and switch to her, and the next one we're talking about, Torb. Which, speaking of,
fuck him.
Torb is also in there, bud.
I think just maybe like a buff.
Needs a buff.
I don't really see too many things wrong with him.
I think definitely the turret's a big problem because it has aimbot.
I think the turret's annoying, but I don't think it's like game breaking.
I think it shouldn't give out as much damage as it should.
Yeah, but I think like, nah, put him down to rework.
Yeah, see.
But I put him above like Ball.
Fair.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
Because like I don't think he's like game breakingly annoying, but I definitely see why there are some issues.
I would say his ult definitely helps out team orientated because you can just kind of
spray down.
You can block off the area.
Yeah.
So you can like cancel. You can like trap people in there.
Yeah.
Which is very helpful.
Yeah, I think that it's, very good. I think he was a good character at first, but I think just the way that the game has evolved since launch.
Yeah, definitely.
He's just kind of not really useful.
Yeah. I can agree with that. Next, Tracer, another one of my mains. I would say she's definitely challenging. Because, she definitely has, she has 150 health. She has the lowest in all the people besides Diva, if you want to talk about.
So fucking annoying.
She is annoying, definitely. What would you put her? Same one?
Yeah, I'd put her above Hanzo.
Yeah. But definitely, the blanks are a great use of versatility. She has the repulse, which gives her health back, which is nice, especially because how low her health is. I think, me personally, I think she should have up to 200 health, but that's not ever going to happen.
No, because I'm always one shot away from killing her, and then she disappears.
I also think her ult should have a buff, too, at least up to 400, so she can kill things. I think she should have a buff to her ult. So then, it is compensated from having a fast regen, but I think it should be at least up to 400 and not 350 because 350 is the amount of health that these people have. If you put it to the tank's not dying. I don't think they should die to one pulse bomb, but at least other people around should die to the pulse bomb.
We saw yesterday you can clearly die from a pulse bomb.
Yeah.
If you stare at it.
Next is Widowmaker.
You have a loving relationship with this one.
I have a very conflicted relationship with Widow. I think she's good where she is right now. I think
solid.
She's
I mean,
probably right here on solid.
I mean, most widows own you.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
So
God.
many headshots. Yeah, she's like very solid where she is right now, especially with that the nerf that she got recently, so that she can't one shot you from super far away, especially like if they just spawn trapping, which is nice.
Yeah.
Especially with Hanzo too. Hanzo had that as well. I think that like she's definitely good in certain situations, especially getting rid of the small fry, like the healers, and then you can just circle in, kill everyone.
Yeah.
There's nothing really much too problems I have with her unless me dying with her all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the time.
I very much agree. Solid character. I don't really have too many complaints. I don't use her very often, but it is what it is.
Yeah, it's kind of like it is what it is kind of thing. It's just that she's there. I don't like her. She's annoying sometimes, but you can kill her easily if you get to her.
You gonna do the thing?
The thing? Oh.
No.
Oh, whoops.
Dumbass.
Where are you putting her?
Solid. Bottom of solid.
Oh, solid. Okay, fair.
God damn, acting like I'm not even here.
Sorry. Alright, now. Yeah, say more.
I honestly don't have too many issues with her since her rework.
Since the rework.
Yeah.
So,
I'd put her at the bottom of solid.
bottom solid.
I don't really have too many complaints. She's annoying,
Yeah.
but she's not annoying to the point where like she's game breaking or just like makes me want to rip the TV out of the wall.
I can agree with that. My problems with her is just that stupid ability she has where she can throw the little hack thing, and then like she can just shoot you a little bit and you just die instantly. It is annoying. You can't do anything about it. It's just kind of like it is what it is. You're just dying. And also she's always invisible now is annoying too. I don't think any character should be invisible. I think there should be a limit on how like much invisible she can be. It should not be a passive ability. So
yeah, I just like again if being but like even then like she has that purple like hint to her, so like you can see her even when she is invisible.
That is true.
You just have to pay attention a little bit, which I know is difficult for your ADHD brain sometimes.
Yeah, it's just annoying for her to be around, especially with
when
all
you're
the stuff she can do.
Yeah.
I don't think she should also have that.
No, that fucking throwing ability.
That throwing, or like the one where like she can throw it and teleport. That's also annoying because then it's just impossible to kill her.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Okay. Did I do you?
Yeah.
Next, we Ash. I like Ash. Ash, I think, is very good, especially with Bob. Bob is a very solid person.
Yeah, I'd put her in solid.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think she goes right here for me. And then she is in solid, like bottom solid.
nah, I put her above Widow.
Yeah, I think she's definitely good. I think she.
Bob really balances her out because I feel like without Bob being her ult, I would put her in challenging.
Yeah.
Because you gotta hit your shots.
Bob's definitely like it can be used in so many different ways, and
but she is way more user friendly than McCree.
She definitely is. She also has like a lot of good movable abilities too.
Yeah.
And then what's the other thing she has?
TNT.
Yeah, the TNT. The TNT is also super cool. And you can also shoot it too. So,
yeah, and it blows up.
And, yeah, it blows up. So you
I
can
always
like
miss.
you can manipulate that too, which is nice. But I feel like there's a trend here. I have a lot of solids.
Yeah, you are not very critical. You're missing Echo.
I'm missing. Whoops. Echo, I think that
Needs buff or needs rework.
She's definitely on the low scale for me. Like I wouldn't say doesn't really need a buff specifically, but it's just like she's a little frustrating.
She relies too much on combos, and the problem is those combos have a bit of longer cooldown.
She definitely is like one of those characters like Tracer. You have to rely on those abilities because I can remember getting comboed every single time just by only using abilities, and it's annoying.
But that's Echo's strength is combos. Without those combos though, she sucks. So she's good against one-on-ones, but in a team fight, she's almost worthless.
She needs a buff too.
Yeah, bottom of buff.
Yeah, that's right.
I feel like Winston needs a buff more than anyone.
That's right. Yeah. Respect for all the wontons out there.
Now we can get to your favorite.
Sojourn.
That's actually my favorite.
Sojourn, I would say she's probably on the same regards as Soldier. They like are intertwined.
Yeah, they are basically the same fucking character. One sprints, one slides into your DMs.
Yeah.
Powerful thighs.
You say the same thing here?
Yeah, I put her above just because I use her more.
Yeah, it's like she's definitely very versatile.
I don't like
her ult is not very nuke friendly.
Her ult is literally the same as one of her abilities. I think definitely that should be like something.
I feel like it should be something better, like maybe like a power
better.
slide that does a lot of damage.
Yeah, something.
Or
like
that.
You
know, you fly or you slide past and it leaves like burn marks on the ground that do damage, kind of like molten core.
Yeah, something like that. That would be kind of cool.
Yeah, I mean like
you so like something different for her instead of just having the. Basically, her ult be a.
I feel like that was very. Yeah, her ult was very lazy.
Yeah, because it just auto regens. Like that's kind of stupid.
I think that's it.
I think that's it for the DPS. We're on to the supports.
Dear Lord, you are not very critical. You just think everyone's good.
I mean, everyone's like good in their own ways, kind of thing.
Yeah. I also am very newbie, so like I'm not afraid to say I fucking suck.
But Lucio, I would say definitely he is.
Solid.
So solid. I would
he
say
is solid as a brick house.
He's right here by Junk, by my boy Junk.
Yeah.
He's so solid. All of his movements are good.
I think he probably just needs better healing. I've noticed at least a lot of games I've been playing.
He doesn't keep up.
He just doesn't have a lot of good healing. He's not like a Mercy. He's not like a Moira or a Bap or a Kiriko. You know, all these ones that provide solid healing.
Yeah.
So.
It's just annoying.
Yeah.
But
it is also annoying too. He is also very good like Paul.
He's only annoying whenever it comes to like edges though, because he just boop.
And he also boops you off too, which provides an easy kill.
I would put him right behind Junkrat in terms of solid.
Yeah, right here.
I said solid, not meta.
I said Junkrat.
Junkrat. Junkrat.
Oh, we also forgot for DPS. Which one do you think is the most?
Soldier.
Yeah, so I would say probably for me the best out of the category for DPS.
Best is Bastion.
I would say best is
it's Bastion. You can't even not.
No, I mean, Bastion's like good, but there's ways to counter him. I'm gonna say it's probably Symmetra. Symmetra is probably the best.
Bullshit.
Right now, she's probably the best in terms of what she can do and how she can get away.
She's the best in being annoying, but dude.
Bastion is good though. Bastion is good, but there's ways to counter the man.
Yeah, but when we're losing a game, when you're DPS, what do you switch to Bastion. Every fucking time? Exactly. Like that is your fault. That is your safety blanket.
Well, because I'm not good at Symmetra. That's why.
Exactly. So get good at Symmetra, you bot.
Okay. But yeah, so back to the
Put your money where your mouth is. Don't say she needs to get reworked and then say that she doesn't need anything.
She needs rework as in get worse.
I fucking hate May though.
So next we have
Pete Davidson.
The Pete Davidson Res Mercy. I would say she's definitely very solid as well.
Solid, like
same regards as
you can't
Lucio.
complain.
Where do you put it?
I'd put her. I honestly think she's above Lucio.
Above Lucio?
Yeah, because you can even have those guys that go full on battle mercy.
Yeah, no, actually, yeah, I would do that. Yeah, I would do the same because she has super good healing, super good damage buff, and then when she pulls out her ult, she can just go battle mercy and just destroy everyone.
Exactly, like battle mercy.
Fantastic,
dude. I love going full on battle mercy.
Yeah, like it just works. She works. Everyone works.
Yeah.
Now my boy, the Zen man with the Zen shots, I'm putting him right here. He competes with these people. He's in the meta. He can wipe the squad with against these four, and I like to agree with it.
I'm gonna put him in challenging.
He's challenging, like where?
I'd put him below Hanzo.
Okay.
I just think his healing is not the greatest if you're not.
The healing's not good. No.
Yeah, healing's not good if you're not careful.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I just feel like his damage is very much reliant on his charge shot.
Mm-hmm.
But even then, you gotta have good aim for that. So it's kind of one of those things where if you're gonna be a good Zenny, then you gotta be actually decent.
Definitely too. It also comes with it's with his new nerf that you can't put both your healing and your Discord orb out at the same time.
Yeah, that's fucking.
And I think that's dumb. I think they should change that because he never was a problem.
I don't think he ever really was an issue. If anything, I think he needed to get nerfed from his fucking damage because like
his damage is insane.
The fact that his damage could almost one shot me as I'm fucking sitting there just camping away as a widow, like
that's absolutely crazy.
Like the fact that his damage has like next to no drop off, and it fucking nearly one shots my ass. Like
definitely.
The Zenny kick needs to stay though.
Zenny kick's fantastic.
The
Zenny kick is amazing. It should never go away. It's beautiful.
I don't want to talk about this next person.
Anna I'd say is definitely good in the healing department. She's got that bionic grenade. She can do her nano.
Yeah.
She can like increase the damage people. So I'd say she's very solid. I would put her right here.
I'm gonna put her at the bottom of solid.
Bottom of solid.
I just feel like there are way better alternatives to her.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you can hit your shots and you don't mind sitting in the back and being called a prick by everyone.
And definitely, I think you can get a lot of healing with her. It's just that you have to be constantly healing.
You cannot. If your tank's a diva, you can't be.
Yeah, that's also annoying too.
Like, there's nothing worse than when you pick diva for tank, and I try and heal you, but I can't fucking do it because you're flying around everywhere and I miss half my shots.
Yeah, you have to have someone stand still if you're not good. Yeah.
She is pretty decent at offense though by just poisoning and weakening.
Now
meta.
Very
top of near the top of meta. She's been meta.
I'm gonna go right here.
Dude, she's been meta since day fucking one. They have not.
They've not really changed her. Yeah, I'm gonna go right here, just right there.
Yeah,
she's better. Definitely better than Zen.
You cannot tell me that she is not.
Where you put her?
Right above Arissa, right behind Maui.
Yeah, like she's always been good, and she just holds out her hand.
Yeah.
And then she has that invisibility. She can.
She is just annoying.
Her ult's not really great, either. It's not really the best out there.
I think it's just annoying in the terms of the fact that like you can just spam. You don't even really need to aim. You just spin around in a circle.
You spin around in a circle. Yeah, it's so true. And then I don't know. She doesn't really have much of anything else going on about her. But
no, she kind of ugly.
She is ugly. And it's just like all the stuff. Like she's definitely one of the main DPS supports.
Yeah, they made a DPS into a healer and just called it a day. They didn't even fix her.
Like that's like one of three. Like there's Zen, Moira, and then Alari. We're gonna talk about at the end.
Oh, I don't even want to talk about it.
So
stupid
next,
bitch.
We have Brig.
My main.
Mm-hmm. And also we like to call us Kylie.
Shut the fuck
up. But
I always put her.
I put her here. There's really only two arguments you can really go here. I mean, I've seen her in a bunch of matches, but like I don't think she's big enough to be meta. Don't you do it.
I'm trying to think. I'll put her right here.
I'm gonna whoop your ass!
She's pretty solid. I would say she's pretty solid.
No, yeah, I agree.
Yeah, definitely, like, her shield makes her very well.
I think there is an argument for buff, but she did get a buff with that with her ult shield.
Yeah, her ult shield definitely got stronger. Then there's her like whip attack that she has, and then she can shield bash people too, which also like stuns you.
Here's what I never understood about her is why it is so easy to hit those whip shots, but yet whenever I have to hit my shots as Hanzo, I fucking choke every time.
Yeah, like seriously.
Like what is it about a fucking whip that makes it so easy to use?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, yeah, she's definitely like a very solid character, and she's just all around good. And like her ult's also pretty good too.
Yeah, I don't really have too many complaints about her. I mean, do I wish that maybe a few things on her got buffed? Yeah, but at the same time, if she got buffed, I feel like she'd start being more game breaking.
Yeah, I agree. Next, we got.
You didn't.
Oh wait, well, my bad. I keep forgetting. Okay.
Do you just not like me or something?
No. I just keep forgetting. Oh, or you put her?
I'd put her between Mercy and Lucio. I feel like she's not good enough to beat out Mercy, but I feel like she's better than Lucio.
Yeah, Lucio is and also she's pretty decent on the healing. It's just that it's not like
it's a very limited.
It's a limited healing too.
Like you get 3 pouches, that's it, and then you gotta wait for them to regen. I think that takes like 5 or 7 seconds.
Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous.
Well, I mean, I get it. You don't want to be spamming.
Yeah.
Because again, the healing is pretty damn solid. It's just you gotta limit it.
Yeah. Next we have Baptiste. Baptiste, I would say he's definitely another one of those DPS people. So we're gonna put her. I'll put him right here.
I'm gonna be honest. I think Baptiste is either in. I think he's challenging, but I think he's below Zenny. You know, I'm gonna put him below Zarya. Fuck it. He doesn't deserve this.
Yeah, I mean, he has that immortality. His shots are amazing. Like his guns are so good. It's like a 3-shot.
His ult has nothing to do with healing.
Seriously,
his ult is literally a damage booster for himself.
It's rough. And then he can heal himself, I believe. He can heal others. He's got the immortality. He's got the healing thing for himself.
He's got the healing noob tube.
Yeah, and he can jump too. He can do that high jump, which is very versatile.
Yeah.
He's pretty solid on the healing. He's like Mercy, but just a little more.
Yeah, I don't really I just don't like him really as a character.
Yeah.
I just feel like he's challenging, and I feel like if you use him the right way, he works, but I feel like he's not very versatile for other situations.
Yeah. Next, Kiriko. Wait, did we do that for you? Yeah, we did. Okay. Kiriko. Same with the immortality thing, and also with her kunai, she can do an easy couple shots. Say right there. She is definitely, I would say she's definitely better than Anna and Lucio in the healing department because her healing is a lot better.
I really like her.
She knows to teleport too, and her ult, the Kitsune, is one of the best team-oriented ults because you kind of need a team for it. Same with Zarya's. But where'd you put her?
I would probably put her at. I'm gonna say between Ashe and Widow. I think she's solid, but I don't use her enough to really give too many critiques on her.
Yeah.
I think that she's not the most noob friendly, but she's not overly difficult. You just gotta take a game or 2 to get used to.
I would say she's pretty good, very solid pickup.
Yeah, I have no real complaints about her.
This guy's next. We got our boy, Life Weaver.
Rizimus Prime.
Rizimus Prime. This guy has the stare.
Sin City was amazing. Angel of love.
I would say he's my favorite. He's my favorite support.
I fucking hate him so much.
He's got so many things that is good for him. He's got his healing.
The whip is the most annoying thing.
He's got his healing. He's got his damage, but doesn't even do that much damage on that point. But if you just hit your shots, you do pretty well.
I'm gonna put him in buff.
You put him in buff.
Yeah, that's the thing. His damage, I get it. He's a I get it. He's a damage, or he's not DPS. He doesn't need a lot of damage. But at the same time, the man's strength is spawning a flower and levitating himself up, and then being the most annoying thing known to man by whipping me out of a fight that I was clearly about to dominate.
That could also be true. There could be times where a Rizimus will kill you.
Oh my god, they either lose you a fight because they remove you from it just as you're about to finish it.
Mm-hmm.
And of course the excuse is always, you were low HP! He was 1 HP!
Yeah, and then also the tree life is amazing too.
There's nothing worse than trying to clutch up a play and then Dylan fucking whipping my ass away from the point just to be an asshole.
He's gripping you away.
Then the final one.
Finally.
Meta. She's meta.
The only... Oh, no, there's 2 healing metas.
Oh, yeah, there's...
yeah, meta. I put her at the bottom. She's not like game breaking
Mm-hmm.
meta, but like she's still annoying.
Yeah, like just her whole entire kit's insane. Her healing's insane too. Her shooting's insane. She can definitely kill fast.
Yeah.
And then also her ult too, especially with paired with another ult too.
Oh yeah,
It's just all over the place insanity. Like how many times have I seen a quad feed from the L'Oreal is too much.
She annoys me to no end.
She definitely needs a nerf.
Yeah. I don't think she's as annoying as everyone else, but I definitely see like there is one per lobby.
Yeah.
At some point, whether it's at the beginning or the end, like if you're someone trying to use the meta and then you go back to their fallback safety character, or it's someone who's trying a different character and goes back to their fallback safety in her.
Yeah. So this is it. This is the tier list of all the characters. So this is mine right here.
Why do I feel like I'm just a picky person?
I don't think so. This is yours. I feel like yours is like it makes sense with all of them, like where they should be.
I think the only one that I might not make extreme sense with is maybe Sombra.
I mean, it makes sense. Yeah. What I put her?
You put her in garbage.
Yeah, she is garbage. She deserves to be in garbage.
I feel like if we did it in like a regular where it was like S, D, I feel like you'd have a lot more like B and D tiers.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like we probably should have done it that way. I mean, like, I think I like where it is right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is it.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably do my research for the next one.
Yeah, definitely, and we'll catch you everyone in the next one. Any final thoughts on these characters?
None, other than the fact that this fan base grosses me the fuck out because all the female characters, you guys really want to fuck them. Especially Zarya. Like, Jesus.
Oh, no.
What is wrong with you?
You're not talking about me. You're not talking about me.
I'm just saying, like, y'all are some thirsty motherfuckers.
Alright. I will see you in the next one.
Yeah, I'm gonna see him in the bathroom later, probably.
Peace.
Got lotion in there, too.